Tactical shotguns are cool, and you can do a lot with them, like breach doors. That's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use this Mossberg 590 RM mag fed. It's got a magazine, standoff model. So this is standoff. This is not a muzzle brake. It looks cool, but it's actually a standoff. So when I do something like breach doors, I can just drive the muzzle into the door. If I don't have that on here, I can't press that, or really shouldn't press that muzzle up against that surface when I press the trigger. The downside to this, I don't get adjustable choke tubes. A lot of people feel like they need adjustable choke tubes on a tactical shotgun. Cylinder is fine. Shoot flight control, buck, and slugs, it'll be great. So, mag fed. So I've got two different magazines. I got two different loads because I know you're going to be hard-pressed to find dedicated breaching rounds. These are made from compressed zinc, so when they hit something really hard, they're going to turn to powder. Now, we are going to have to deal with secondary projectiles coming out the other side, but let's not make it the slug that's coming through. But what's the average person going to do? During the zombie apocalypse, you're probably going to have some sort of birdshot. Certainly not going to use slugs. Very, very dangerous. Birdshot, still dangerous, not a great idea, but could we do it? I know you want to see what happens when we do. So this first door here, I put a deadbolt on it because a deadbolt's a little sturdier than a regular door. It's got a throw in there. When we attack this mechanism, we don't attack the knob or the actual lock set. We attack the throw. And when we attack the throw, we want to attack it on an angle that is going to be the safest for whatever's on the other side of that door. So that's going to be a downward angle. I'm not worried about tactics right now. Bullets go through walls all the time. They go through doors. If I needed to, I could get somebody with a shield and cover me, or switch hands and shoot from the other side. But let's shoot this throw. We're going to use compressed zinc. That is a dedicated breaching load. Got one in battery. I'm coming up in. I attack this quickly. Safety comes off, and then I press the trigger. Compressed zinc, a dedicated breaching load, like hen's teeth to find, and even if you're law enforcement, they're expensive. You're probably wondering what that is. That's a little beef I put on the back of the door. I just want it to be a little bit stronger, but that is a perfect application. You can see on that door throw that load hit it clearly centered. It just shattered everything beyond it. Everybody wants to know if they can do it with birdshot. On this wood, I don't have a problem with it. Everything's going that direction. We're out on a range, everything's safe. We're gonna breach this one with birdshot because everybody says, why can't I just use that? So here again, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna jab in, I'm attacking that throw. Safety comes off. Wow, that did not work nearly as well. 1 ounce of 9-shot. Here's a rule of thumb. Generally, you should fire twice. With a pump shotgun, could be a little more difficult because you've got to move quickly to that pump. I can see the throw and everything broken in there. So this time, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna fire from this angle so I take out that door jamb. Wow, at the bottom of there, we've got all kinds of secondary projectiles from that first shot. Most of that is the Birdshot, and then we've got other pieces in there. Now, we're going to talk about how we address hinges. There's a little bit of math involved with the hinges. Maybe not so much math, but there's numbers, okay? Numbers to remember. So how do we find the hinges when the door has the hinges covered? They're not exposed to me. Well, generally 7 inches down from the top, not in line with the handle, but about 4 inches above that handle, the door handle. And then of course 7 inches from the bottom. Hinges are big. Hinges can be strong. Sometimes there's some big screws in them. General rule of thumb, 2 rounds per hinge. With a pump shotgun, that's going to take a little bit of time, but it can be done. Your angle is going to be in and back because we want to split that hinge, hit that actual pin, and just rip everything out. So if I take my fingers up here, this is probably 6 inches, and I add a little bit more to that, and I look at where my thumb lands. Really close there, really close, because I'm shooting, remember, I'm shooting up at that upward angle. I want to try to get it in the center. Same thing here. That center hinge is actually right here, so it's just above there. It's kind of a crapshoot. That's another reason we want to do 2 rounds. So I've loaded my magazine with 1 each. I'm not going to do 2 because it'll tear these right out, but I've staggered it. I went breaching load, Birdshot, breaching load, so this way on our cardboard we can see the true collateral damage from that. So I load, chamber, safety on, and I'm thinking somewhere right in here, good angle, and we're gonna send it. All right, I'm pretty sure that hinge is gone. Now to the center. This is what I like about the standoff. I'm not touching the door. I know I'm close enough. I can wind this gun around. I can get my angle, safety comes off. I'm pretty sure that hinge is gone. Now for the bottom. Again, 7 inches from the bottom, from the floor. Safety comes off, stab it in, get my angle, and I'm just gonna press the trigger. That is exactly what I thought would happen. So that was 2 different loads. That was actually a breaching round, a Birdshot, and a breaching round. Rips the hinges right out. These are interior doors. Now, garage door, steel doors, I'm recommending 2 shots per hinge. And since Birdshot is unsafe, and these are hard to find, breaching rounds, what about frangible rounds? You could use that frangible round. Use a shotgun like this Mossberg 590. This is the mag-fed standoff version. The standoff is not a break. It's actually used for stuff like this. hinge is gone. No, I mean it's gone. Like in outer space. Beep. Are you kidding me? That's why angles are so important when you shoot those things, because if you send it straight across a room, it's going for the long haul.